Today, many people sprung from their bed with hearts filled with joy. Today, many people struggle to get up, shattered with disappointment. Today, there are those who are feeling the thrill of victory. Today, there are those who are experiencing the agony of defeat. Today, some are excited for what the future holds. Today, some are petrified of what lies ahead. Today is November 6, 2024. Today is the day after Election Day. It kind of reminds me of the Super Bowl. At the beginning of the game, both teams are filled with hopeful anticipation. When it's all said and done and the final whistle blows, however, one team feels the incredible elation of winning it all, while right there next to them on the same field, the other team struggles to cope with the biggest letdown of their lives. That's what it's like throughout the country today. Yesterday, everyone was filled with excited anticipation. We all felt the same way. No one was sure who would win the presidency, but we all hoped that it would be the candidate that we voted for. But today, half are overjoyed, and right there next to them in the same office, the same school, the same store, the same church, the same home, half are overwhelmed. As I drove to work this morning, I was well aware of this harsh reality, and despite my feelings about who was elected, I felt a real sense of despair, fearing that while yesterday we were divided by our vote, tomorrow we will be divided by so much more. But today, I was reminded that while our politics may separate us, our faith continues to unite us. This morning, I was surrounded by a number of faithful people who were preparing Thanksgiving baskets for families in our community. These were huge peach baskets that are being filled with everything necessary for a family feast. As we loaded over 100 baskets to go out to those in need, I realized something. Some of the folks that were making these baskets voted for Donald Trump. Some of them voted for Kamala Harris. And then I thought of all the food that was donated by our members and by our preschool families. Some voted for Trump, some voted for Harris. And then my attention turned to those who would receive the baskets. Undoubtedly, some voted for Trump and some voted for Harris. And you know what? It doesn't matter. My friend, the people out there would have us believe that voting for different people puts us on different sides. But it doesn't. Just because someone voted for a different candidate doesn't make them a bad person. It simply means they're different. They're not you, and that's okay. The world needs different people with different approaches and different priorities so that God's work can be done. We aren't called to be the same, but we are all called to love one another. So today, I want you to remember that while we may be separated by our politics, we are still and always united by Christ. And therefore, we should treat each other with love and respect and empathy. Romans 12:15 reminds us that as Christians, we are called to rejoice with those who rejoice, to weep with those who weep. Today, there are those who are on top of the world. Today, there are those who have hit rock bottom. But every day, we are one in Christ Jesus. I'm Pastor Stephen Mims, and that's your Word for Wednesday. May God bless you.